Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am bringing the messages for the Zodiac sign of Gemini for August 2022. So this is Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as cross-watchers, if cross-watchers are here. So welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for your support of my channel. Thank you for all of your likes and your participation in working with the YouTube algorithm to get these messages out to others. So I have been guided on these messages to clarify that these energies are for Leo season in the month of August, and doesn't necessarily mean they'll carry over for the whole month of August in Virgo season. So they just made that clear. So I am going to start this reading. I've done a little pre-shuffling. I'll pre-shuffle some more. I'll shuffle some more as I use the decks. I'm just going to shuffle the decks I'm going to use right now, and then we'll get started. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watchers for August 2022. So let's pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle. There it is. Rainbow Waterfall, Miracles. There's butterflies there, which are symbols of transformation. This is a 31 card, which is a 4. So that to me is stability. And all the energies really for the Zodiacs thus far have been really positive. I mean, very positive. But of course, in my readings, Spirit always throws in something to watch out for, which I find helpful, but it can really, there's abundance. Look at that. Gemini, look at that. Beautiful. And diligence. Okay, so this is beautiful summertime field of flowers. And then this is still summertime energy, so because of all the crops and the harvest. But this is like a bird's eye view, so you may need to step away from something for a bit to get a more comprehensive view of what's going on. There's always something that comes up. You know, we have polarity, positive and negative energies. And so as we experience some positive, there's also going to be some negative. And then there's just a guidance from Spirit that you need to be diligent. Step away and look at the big picture. And, you know, get a bird's eye view of things before you react. All of the readings so far have had reactionary messages about taking some time, being cautious. Okay, there's the Lovers. So this could be about a relationship, intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good. So there's diligence. If you're confronted, especially with this Mars, Uranus, North Node conjunction energy, which is pretty powerful and feels somewhat combative. There's a lot of conflictory energies. You know, you may want to just kind of step back if you feel the energy getting intense. Page of Air. Challenging information, delays or changes of plans, truth delivered without tact. So this to me seems like there's just going to be, somebody's going to put it out there. It might be that you put it out there. It also could be that somebody is kind of keeping an eye on you because they're not really, they haven't kind of grown enough in their, the development of their wanting to move forward, or their thoughts or their plan in order to move forward. They're still at the kind of the initiation phase of gathering information. Eight of Earth. This is Eight of Earth to me is learning and working and kind of, you know, head down, nose to the grindstone, kind of moving forward, because To me, it's also not poking the inflammatory situation. Just focus on what you need to do. And, you know, try not to get wrapped up in the situation. But there is definitely something about a decision, about a relationship. And you have these miracles and this abundance energy, but you also have this kind of energy of, yeah, 8 of water. We got 2 8s here. Being really diligent as you work through this month about your relationships. This feels more focused on like intimate relationships as opposed to the 3 of Pentacles, which are alliance relationships. Could be a situation where you decide to walk away from a relationship and you need to carefully weigh that decision. Or it could be that the relationship goes through kind of a growth spurt and, you know, can be uncomfortable. Might be a little bit of conflict, but, you know, you work it out because you're spiritually aligned and you realize that that person's just reacting to their wounds. Page of Earth, another page. Good news. Okay, so we have learning new things, a new area of study, learning new things. This feels like, okay, I just heard that this person may kind of start becoming more awake spiritually. And this is causing a new dynamic in the relationship. And, you know, they may be going through that dark night of the soul. And that's where you have to step away and say, yeah, been there, done that. So I get where you're coming from. You know, I understand what it feels like when your belief system crashes and you're kind of implementing a new one. 9 of Air, yeah. That's what it feels like. That's kind of what the message I'm getting here, although I don't have a tower. I really feel like this person is becoming spiritually aware, and this is somebody that you're possibly either in a relationship with or considering a relationship, but you see their process. You've been through this. You've walked the walk. And now you're just kind of like, yeah, this is part of that ascension process. And but they're experiencing a lot of anxiety. And you're experiencing a lot of anxiety. Remember, the energies can be reversed because this is a general read. And this is something about spiritual investment and the discomfort. But it's interesting here because it says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. That 9 of Swords energy. But in another card, all of these unicorns are running after this person. This unicorn. All of the other ones are chasing. Everybody else is kind of asleep now. And he's the one still carrying the burden. I don't remember what that card is, but maybe we'll see it. There's the Chariot. Self-discipline and willpower. That's that diligence. Need to use self-discipline and willpower to kind of help get through this. Whatever this is, it is something about a relationship, and it feels like there's a spiritual component. All right, guys, I had a phone call I did have to take, so sorry to interrupt your reading. So let's pull from the Transparent Tarot and learn more about this. This is, I mean, overall, it's very, very happy energy. But there is a due diligence component. And this is pretty much about a relationship. And it feels like it's evolving into more of a spiritual relationship. And that there's kind of a little bit of anxiety about it by one or both parties. But there is a way to move forward. We have the 6 here and the 7. So this is some growth or potential for moving forward. But there's a lesson here that will either strengthen or break the relationship. All right, this one, these two want to come out. Yeah, I've seen these before. They've come out recently. All right. Amazingly enough, it looks like very similar cards. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands in the reverse. So, and if you see them in the upright, this person is definitely defending themselves against the actions of others. And here, it's almost like, you know, these wands are on friggin' fire, and he's, you know, leading the charge, so to speak, because he's on, you know, the big wand there. And so he's got some serious, you know, defense mechanisms is what I'm hearing. But this defense is like, so what I'm hearing is that this this urge to defend oneself, and this is like retaliation, that you're being encouraged not to do that. So whatever little truth comes out here, whatever's revealed, you know, diligence, get the bird's eye view. Don't get into the ego and retaliate. That's the message there. And then we have the 10 of Cups here. And look, there, I have to use my book so you can see that the couple is together and they're cheering, you know, toasting the 10 of Cups. So that definitely goes with that Lover's card. If you look here in this is the Divine Feminine, this is Divine Masculine. She's kind of more spiritually aware. He's kind of turning his back toward it. And now it's almost like, okay, I get it now. I'm awake. I understand we're aligned. And so here we are now unified, facing the same direction. Now we have a very complicated message here, and I think I'm going to break it down into 2 messages, 3 and 3. Okay, so this is, I believe, okay, in this one it is the Justice card, but it's a number 8, but it should be the Strength card. And then this one is the Magician. And this one is the Star. So all 3 major arcanas. And I've not pulled this one before. So it's almost like this is healing. You see how they just perfectly fit that star, that healing between these two, which is like a couple in this deck. They're 2 dragons coming together, unifying. And then here we have the Sword with the balance. This is like the truth, balancing everything. But if you look at that, it's almost like a caduceus. So how they overlay, and then you've got this healing in the middle. So that could mean medically healing for somebody, but it's also, this is extremely powerful unification, spiritual unification. Wow. All right, so let's take a look at this one. What one is this? This is the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Cups. And then we have, okay, so here is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so instead of being defensive and retaliatory, he's on bended knee. Coming, you know, with his compromise was what I'm hearing. And this is a new beginning. The Queen of Cups sees it because she's taking this bird's eye view, and she realizes this is a step toward the growth here moving forward, because we have this Lovers and the Chariot. This is a step in the moving forward of the relationship. But he had to get out of this egoic, you know, I'm going to defend my belief system and retaliate, to more of a, okay, let me hear what you believe. Remember, we talked about in the beginning of this reading kind of the crashing of a belief system. All right, let's pull some from the Muse Tarot, find out more about the Divine Feminine. And then we'll find out from the Divine Masculine's perspective. So overall, this is really encouraging. Ooh, Strength card in the reverse. Remember, we had that Justice card as a strength, is usually the Strength card. And this is just kind of me, the way I'm interpreting this is that this person doesn't yet have the spiritual strength to to grasp the belief system, because they feel as though maybe their belief system has failed them. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Struggling and juggling, trying to figure out what resonates with them now. It feels like they've gone through the dark night of the soul. Or, you know, a slight version of it is what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, see, there's lots of confusion now. You know, yeah, it just feels like a belief system crashed. And they're just trying to figure it out. But once they gain their spiritual strength, and they kind of see, then it really becomes, this is like twin flame energy. These two are coming together and on their mission. Here we go with that Ten of Cups, the celebratory. All right, let's hear what's going on here. Seven of Inspiration. And look, the Seven of Inspiration is the Seven of Wands. Here we have the Seven of Wands when they're fighting. This one is opening the veil, it looks like. That conflict has caused them to say, I need to really see the light here. I'm pulling back the veil. My new belief system is helping me to really get connected. Here we have the King of Cups, the King of Emotions. Like I'm taking a moment to detach from this kind of disbelief into, wow, this is a new spiritual awakening. This is what it is. This answers all my questions. Yeah, and there's the Queen of Inspiration. Divine Feminine has led the way. This is ancient knowledge coming through. Okay, and then Three of Emotions, kind of in the challenge position, because this is the steps toward unification. This Three of Cups is union energy for me. And it feels like the masculine, in this case for Gemini, is waking up. And they're like going through that mini dark night of the soul. I don't think it's like crushing, but it feels as though now they're seeking information from you about their new belief system. And there's the Temperance card. And look at the surprise on her face. It's like, wow, I pulled back the veil. And now I see things. Now I have a deeper understanding. Now I'm connected. Okay, I said enough of that. Let's pull from the Divine Masculine. This feels like really a Divine Masculine reading. Yeah. Let's get some more energy. The Devil. Seems like prior to this, yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's that, you know, kind of that diligence, you know. There's a miracle emerging here as this belief system crashes and then is replaced by a spiritual belief system. And this has been really what's tied up and been toxic to this connection, is because there has been competitive belief systems. Your spirituality, if you're Divine Feminine, doesn't fit into their belief system, and they feel like, you know, we can't do that. Well, there's the Ten of Wands again. That belief system has become a burden. it's tied somebody up, because you look at the rope significance here. Both of them are really loosely entangled here in this devil energy. But in this 10 of Wands, this is like the chandelier is right above her head or his head, and there, you know, all he has to do is get up and move away, and, you know, move away from it, and, you know, that'll pull the chandelier up and then, you know, untie himself. But it's almost like this is dangling over their head. This belief system is dangling over their head. It has been very controlling, and possibly has just really infiltrated the relationship. And now we're moving forward because there's a release of it. That 10 of Wands twice is releasing it. It's become some of a spiritual burden. Does this make any sense? All right. No, I'm not taking all those. Sorry. That would... Let's see if they come back out. Oh, well, that one was... Yeah, 5 of coins. Kind of feeling left out. You know, they're literally in a barrel. So that's going to be a change. And 8 of Cups. Yeah, there's the change. They're moving away from it. Yeah, okay. Bottom of that deck, 7 of Swords. Yeah, this is... It feels as though they feel like they've been sabotaged. Let's pull from the Lover's Oracle, and we'll get some information, and then we'll close out this reading with the Ask Angels Oracle. Okay, this one. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflections. So check self. Check self and make sure that... Okay, here we have sexual union. This one's been coming out quite a bit. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And this is also kind of me to spiritual union, because, you know, your counterpart has a belief system, and that needs to be kind of taken into consideration. Imagine all the unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And that's what's being manifested here, these miracles. It's like you're going to think, wow, this is a miracle. They finally see, you know, the light. Okay, this is Ask Angels. So if you have a question about your connection for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, August 2020, and Cross Watchers, if you're here, let's see what comes through. This could be timing, or it could be an answer to a question for you. Let go. Let go of the need to control this as this person goes through it. Because there is going to be an urge to kind of jump in and say, let me tell you what I believe. There's no need to worry. So that 9 of Swords energy, you know, don't feel like you have to come in and control it. This is part of their awakening path and success. Yeah. I mean, these are all really positive energies. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you so much. Let me know how it goes for the month of August. And again, the caveat feels like it's just Leo season. So just kind of keep that in mind as you work through the energies. I wish you have a wonderful day. Namaste.